Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther Franchuk and I'm a professional artist, dreamer, traveler, and this vlog is another studio update on what I have been up to, what happened during this week, and all things in between live art. So stay tuned. But before we dive into it, make sure to subscribe and hit notification bell so you'll not miss any of the new videos. So as you guys know, I was working toward this one craft design exhibition, towards it, creating a really specific project for it. So it has been a couple really busy days because I was working on this project, and in the last moment it happened to be that in order to even try to submit to the exhibition, I need to have at least a couple of work. So I didn't manage to do 3, but I did 2, since it's a completely different technique. So now they're finished. This is one of them. And you will see the second one in a second, because it's I kind of did them in a similar size as a diptych. And the idea is to have seasons, let's say. So this is a winter piece, and I used all of this dried treated flowers. The wood is not super treated though, so we'll see what I'm gonna do in the future. I like the technique for sure, so I wanna try to research more of how to make it archival, so it actually stays and it's collectible. I'm pretty sure that there's ways to treat wood even when it's natural pieces. If you guys know some ideas also, please let me know. But yeah, this kind of this specific project needed to be really voluptuous. So we made Paul is so nice to help me, the frame from the sticks I found in the park a couple days ago. And yeah, and I found this piece of the trunk of the tree, tree skin. And I like how all of these flowers, they're going from it, and then it becomes this painted tree with the birds and the field here. So yeah, that's an experiment, and I'm submitting the works today here in town a couple hours later. So hopefully we'll update you guys soon how it goes, and I will show you the second piece right now. And this is the second piece, which is more spring theme, so that's complements the other piece. And I really like the pink and yellow color theme going on here. I also added those voluptuous butterflies out of gypsum, and I painted on this one a bit less, sorry, and I used a bit more collage. So it's slightly different process, but I actually way happier with this one because I feel like it's just a bit more of my voice coming through, and that was the goal also of making it voluptuous and crafty, but in the same time making it into my style and my voice, which is always a challenge when you work with a different medium, different technique. So what I'm actually also thinking that if we'll see how exhibition goes, but after, if I just wanna keep this piece and do something with it to make it more archival, I'm just gonna remove the wooden sticks, and because everything else is pretty much archival, it's only the wood that is not. So yeah, maybe treat the wood, add some oils, and either just frame it in the floral frame, or another idea to make it all of it archival was actually to put resin on top, but I'm not sure that's the look that I'm going for. So just ideas, but it definitely stretched my creativity in a different way, wider than so that's good. I feel inspired just from this little challenge within this week to create something new just out of blue, just from the scratch. Bought a bunch of random things and materials and collected a bunch that I never thought could be art, so that's definitely also put my brain into more innovative exploring mode, which is super cool. So far as update on that, they didn't end up hanging my paintings, which I could have been a bit upset on, but I wasn't, because when I went there and I brought my works, I did feel already that it wouldn't be like the greatest fit, just because I work in mixed media and it's like really specific new technique to like what was mainly exhibiting there. Like, so they did like my works and they took them, but then they just not ended up like being part of the exposition itself, because it was mainly like ceramic and wood and just like really specific like singular techniques presented from local artists. So I did try, though it was like the first time I was trying, or like second time. I mean, I tried many years ago for the first time, but this was like after all of these years, like me trying for the first time to get on to this like official exhibitions from Artists Union. So it takes apparently a lot of work and time and experiments. So it for sure is a really valuable experience, because I also just learning like what is the market here, like what is kind of like the tendencies and how to work with it. I do believe it's going to be really beneficial for me to enter into this world and this system. So I keep trying, and now I'm going to be working towards next exhibition, which is like in 1 week. I think it's like right before Christmas. It's a Christmas theme exhibition. So on the side of my normal work and my projects with abstract art, which I'm also going to show you what I have been up to, I do get new deadlines on trying to submit the Christmas artwork to this new exhibition as well. But I'm also going to include some shots of the exhibition, so you will also get understanding of what was there. We did went there and I took some videos. It was fun to connect with other artists and press and other people that were around. So I want to get into this world and just meet more people from the art industry locally. So it's a great way to expand the reach and connections, which I'm really grateful for. But now I will show you what I have been working on. So as you can see, I have been really busy. This is my favorite piece so far. It doesn't have really any oils yet, but I really actually crave to paint something representational again, and to have like a little break for experiments outside of my abstract work, which I really love. But like sometimes I'm like, oh, I just like we're going to the horseback riding place, and like we're riding horses, and I'm seeing those white horses there, and I'm like, I used to paint horses so much, and I love painting horses. So when this theme with like Christmas came on, I'm like, how can I like go with the theme and like with the topic, but make something really unique to me and in my voice, and also have like an experiment and just like push the envelope and push my own limits for creating something unique. So I painted this horse. It actually took a lot of time to work on just this one painting, but I was just so in the process and I really enjoyed it. So I like this like starry night path going through the horse, and I want to make like a star over here, like a really bright shining star. And the idea is that it's like a winter coming out. It's like first winter days, first snow, and like the horse is kind of a representative and like a symbol of the season. And she's like looking down onto the village. And like it's starting to snow here, but I keeping also a lot of abstract elements. And I just had so much fun of working with different techniques and different tastes, and just experimenting and putting kind of every single medium and material that I wanted to experiment with, but like in a different way a bit. So that was super fun. And also keeping the really limited color palette, which is sometimes could be really hard for me, but abstract work really taught me to be more confident with just choosing a color palette and going with it, and not like having a rainbow and like every single color I like in it, because I do love color a lot. And this is my second project, also needs a bit more work and more oils and stuff, but this actually is inspired by our collaboration from Outstanding Artist Season 2, which I was a finalist of, and we had it with 2 other artists. We were creating a piece theme that was like a white on white technique and theme of like white Christmas. We like each group got like a different song for Christmas, and we were also like having this like challenge of creating something wintry and Christmassy for this one specific collaboration that I was working on with Brie and Elena. So we had like a similar theme for that we came out with, and back then we just like had a bit different imagery and color palette then, because we had like this like white and white restriction. But I really like loved that piece back then, and I really wanted to create something similar to that collaboration, since I used also this Christmas theme opportunity now with the Artists Union to I kind of want to like create multiple pieces for them to choose from, because I have like, I'm learning the tendencies, but I don't quite know like what will work better, if it's figurative, if it's like animal and or like representational, if it should be just like abstract in my normal abstract, but like more Christmassy, wintry like vibe to it. Like I'm figuring this out, so I'm kind of putting my eggs in different baskets and trying to like try each technique that is still like in my voice and feels authentic, but it kind of like all different like facets of what art could be, that it's like the most diverse as it could be for the sake. So, but in this one I made it a bit more colorful, and I added the like in the collaboration we had just like normal stars and like everything just more minimal. In this one I really went full on into Ukrainian theme, so I added a landscape of Lviv, which is like really like big symbolic town here that like stands for our culture and freedom and just authenticity of Ukrainian culture a lot, especially here on the West. And we just love Lviv, and we went there for our wedding anniversary. It was super fun. Architecture is super beautiful. We made like so many different shots on the rooftops. So I wanted to make it like a city. So it's similar with a horse painting, but it's a bit different and it's a bit more whimsical. There's also like different houses on the foreground, the trees, the moon. I want to tone it down here, but also we're just really experimenting with texture and gold leaf. And here we have like a traditional Ukrainian like Christmas stars that people use for like the outside show and like the caroling, how do you call it, like when you're singing carols and stuff. I'm not sure I'm saying it right, but those like the big like stick huge colorful stars is a huge part of the local Christmas celebration, which I felt like would be like really interesting to incorporate it into her like dreaming of this like city and town. And I'm actually thinking of calling this one a starry night, like a Van Gogh Starry Night, but it's like because those are called like a Christmas stars, and I have a starry night here and the like the night city, and like her dreaming about Christmas, something like that. So this piece is like super fun for me also to work on, and I have to finish all of them this week, so wish me luck. But that's not all, because I'm actually getting like so driven by deadlines, and I always like when I do not know like what would be perceived well and like what to create, I just create like 2, 3, 5 paintings, and I really go on quantity, which is really interesting, I feel like, because like when I was in the art school, in my first art school, we would have one task, like you need one project for it, and then I would just do this one project in like 3 different color themes. So I will never be like the best artist or like with the most outstanding performance work, but because I would always make like 2, 3 times more like the, how do you call it, the volume of the work, I would like beat everyone up, and I would get like through all of the exams, and they would just say like, you know, she's might be not the best, like the most talented one, but she really is like hardworking and she really wants it. And yeah, so that's how I went through like being the very bottom line, like barely accepted into the art school when I was 15, to graduating with the highest mark, the art college, and moving on scholarship, because I couldn't like get maybe the like this talent or quality right away that other people had, but I showed everyone that like I'm willing to learn and I'm hardworking and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to achieve the results that I want to achieve. And that was always like a really high value in this art environment. So I'm kind of bringing like good memories and good feelings back, that it's good to be in a good flow and it's good to exceed yourself and to show that you are willing to go an extra mile for something. I think it's good traits as an artist. So in those two pieces, I also started, like this was just my normal abstract piece that I wanted to do a bit different, like with collage. And it's kind of has a like figurative tendency to it. It's like supposed to be 3 figures. And I don't know if I'm gonna keep that mood or not, because it's a bit too literal for me now, but I was just playing with texture and I don't know where it's gonna go, but I also thought like when I choose this color palette with blue and gold and purple, I was thinking maybe like this is gonna be just my normal abstract, but I'm gonna try to push on the color and association with the winter, and then maybe I will also try to submit this one, but we'll see, because it's really not far along at all, and has a lot of texture, but it doesn't really have like the main composition to it. Still really struggling, and it's really like with one piece I get the composition a bit faster and what I want to do with it, and it just kind of from the first marks forms the story, and color story and compositional story. But with some pieces it just bringing all of this mess together to some conclusion, which this piece is. And also this one, so this one kind of have like angel figures, trying to roll on my previous Ukrainian series with Angel Woman, but making them also more abstract. So we'll see, they're like really not far along, and I don't know if I'm capable of finishing all 4 of them before the exhibition, because also I'm gonna be needing to add a lot of oils and they don't dry as fast. I order frames, I don't know if it's gonna arrive in time. It's a mess, but it's fun, and I'm really thankful for those opportunities, because I have been feeling this whole couple years I have been in the really slow season where I would work, and I'm still like, I'm overall like a fast painter and prolific painter, and I paint like really I'm productive, but I have been not at all as productive as I used to be during my art school years, where I could do like, I don't know, 200 pieces within a couple months and just really paint day and night and have this like drive. And I'm not saying it's normal or it's healthy to like not sleep and yeah, just go crazy, but I definitely like went to the way slower pace now, and I'm feeling like I really want to create more, and I want to use every day in the studio to the max, and not just drink coffee here and there and in between, and just settling for the good enough, because I know there's so much potential inside of me, and a lot of times procrastination is just really hitting hard and resistance, and you have to beat it up and not give it in. So yeah, that's the update on this week. Has been a bit different video than usually, because the work is a bit different, but that's just what I have been up to. So I thought you guys might just enjoy this detour from my normal studio work, and let me know what you think about these paintings, if you have any title ideas and what you want me to talk more in the next videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.